Welcome back, everyone, for our deep dives today. We're getting into all things Pi Network, those updates
hmm
that dropped
hmm
recently. Yeah, KYC, Mainnet, all the big stuff. So if you've been following along with the Pi Network, this is kind of the moment we've been waiting for, right?
It really is. And we're going to break it all down today, looking at this latest announcement from the Pi Network founder, trying to really make sense of it all so you know exactly what to do and what to expect as we head towards mainnet launch.
Exactly. And we're talking about like hard deadlines now.
hmm
This isn't just speculation anymore. We got November 30th, 2024 for KYC, and then December 31st, 2024 for that mainnet
Yeah.
migration. And these are coming straight from Nicolas Kokkalis himself, right? So like
hmm
when the founder makes a point of emphasizing those dates, it really kind of throws some weight behind it. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, absolutely. In the world of crypto, transparency is so important, and this direct communication from the founder. It builds trust, it sets clear expectations for the community, and I gotta say, it's pretty refreshing to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%. And speaking of things that are refreshing, this whole KYC extension, that's pretty rare in the crypto world, isn't it? I mean, a lot of projects just want to rush to launch, figure out the details later, but Pi seems to be taking a different approach.
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head there. It's about inclusivity, it's about security, even if it means a longer wait for everyone. And, this extension until November 2024 that gives literally millions of users around the world ample time to complete that KYC process, which, can be a bit of a process.
Yeah, especially for anyone who's maybe new to crypto, KYC can feel like a bit of a chore. So can you break down for us why it's so crucial to Pi's vision and really to any project that has these kind of big ambitions?
Absolutely. So KYC, it stands for Know Your Customer Right, and it's all about verifying identities, preventing fraud, making sure that the network is being used legitimately, which is incredibly important when you're talking about something like Pi. With millions of users, you need to make sure that the platform is secure and compliant. And this is really standard practice in any regulated financial system. It adds that layer of trust and accountability that's critical for mass adoption.
It's like building a house,
Right.
right? You don't want to cut corners on the foundation. You need that solid base to support everything else you're going to build on top of it.
Exactly. And that's what Pi is doing here, laying the groundwork for a sustainable long-term ecosystem.
And it's no small feat either, right? We're talking about potentially millions of users all needing to go through this KYC process.
It's a massive undertaking for sure. It's like orchestrating a global symphony. You need all the instruments tuned up and ready to go at the right time.
And speaking of timing, we've got that hard deadline of December 31st, 2024 for a mainnet migration. Now, a lot of people listening might be wondering, what exactly does that mean, mainnet migration?
Yeah.
And why is it such a big deal? It sounds kind of like a spaceship launch or something, right? Mainnet
Right.
migration. All systems go, but instead of astronauts, it's our Pi coins blasting off.
I like that analogy a lot. Yeah, essentially it means we're moving our Pi from this testing phase to the real deal. An independent blockchain, live and running. It's like graduating from go-karts to the Indy 500.
No more training wheels, huh?
Yeah.
This is where it gets real. Like you said, transactions are permanent. They're on the blockchain for everyone to see.
Exactly. And this is where Pi's commitment to getting it right really shines through. They're calling this the enclosed network period, which is essentially a massive beta test.
Makes sense. I mean, who hasn't downloaded an app on launch day only to have it be totally glitchy?
Right. So during this enclosed network, they're fine-tuning everything, security infrastructure, all of it, making sure it can handle millions of users, millions of transactions.
So it's like making sure all the traffic lights are working perfectly before they open up a brand new highway?
Exactly. They're minimizing the risk of any major issues once that launch day hits, which is good for everyone, right? They're showing us they care about long-term stability, not just rushing to market.
And this all ties back into their goal of building out a whole Pi ecosystem, right? I mean, we keep hearing about the Pi browser and Pi apps. What's the deal with all that? It's like
Yeah.
we're back in the early days of the internet, right? When everyone's like, the World Wide Web, what even is that?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's funny to think about now. But Pi really does have that same kind of potential to be huge. And the Pi browser with these Pi apps, it's like a peek into the future. Like imagine a whole app store, but it's all decentralized and you're using Pi to buy stuff. It's about actually using Pi in the real world, not just trading it.
So they're building this whole digital world, and Mainnet's the grand opening.
Exactly. And that's why these deadlines are so important.
November 30th for KYC, December 31st for Mainnet.
Your golden tickets can't miss them.
Speaking of which, for anyone listening who's ready to jump into the world of Pi, what's the one thing they need to remember?
Do your research, Really understand KYC, how to set up a secure wallet. The Pi Network app has some good resources. There's
Mm.
tons of info online. Don't be afraid to ask questions either. This is about taking control of your own Pi journey, right?
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
Do your homework, get ready, because this could be really big. Who knows, maybe years from now we'll look back on this like the good old days.
Thanks for diving deep with us, everyone, and catch you on the next one.